Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, good
How are you,
morning.
Lindsay?
I'm good. Super excited to be starting off our first series of Watch Wednesday.
Yes, this is super exciting. So anyway, for those of you that are watching, thank you for being with us today. This is our first episode of Watch Wednesdays. I'm Mark Roxey. I am the founder and director of Roxey Ballet, and I am here with the incomparable Lindsay Osten from Roxey Ballet, who is also here today to talk about a little bit about the River Dance Festival and what we've got planned this year. Um, so, Lindsay, why don't you tell the listeners who you are and
Mhm.
what you do and what you're doing for the upcoming performance?
Yeah. So it's kind of a handful, but I'll start with saying that I am a company dancer with Roxey Ballet. I'm starting my second season, and I am also on the marketing team for Roxy. So a lot of the materials and the content you see, I work on with Mark and my amazing team of Caitlin as well. So yeah, dancer, marketing. And then for River Dance Festival, I've also kind of been doing a lot of program management and just making sure that everything is running as smoothly as possible. So everything from creating the application to creating the programs, creating artist spotlights and communicating with them. Yeah. And then on top of that, I'm also creating my own piece for River Dance Festival, which I'm super excited about. It's going to be shown for the first time at the festival on August 16th in the 7 p.m. show. So, yeah, each show is different. There are almost 30 works that you're going to be seeing across 2 days and three performances, and mine will be one of them. So, it is a full packed, it's a full bill from us and
So
from me.
we have 30 companies coming
Mhm.
from all over. I mean, literally all over the country, and mostly from the New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Delaware, Connecticut, Virginia. You know, this region. And it's really, really exciting for us at Roxy Ballet because, you know, one of the things that I find to be most rewarding is to be able to provide this opportunity for young dancers, young choreographers, fledgling choreographers, and also experienced choreographers that may or may not have an opportunity to create work due to the financial constraints. And we see ourselves uniquely positioned to be able to provide that opportunity for artists and just a forum for them to create throughout the summer months. And
Yeah.
so the beneficiary of that is the Delaware River Valley community. And really, how lucky are they?
Yeah, they have a whole lot of art brought right to their backyard. And just like you mentioned, I think like the dance field right now, and for a lot of the artists that are kind of entering into the field, let's say post
Yeah.
grad, post high school, seriously, it can feel very saturated. But when you get into communities like this and into events like this specifically, you realize how much opportunity there can be. I found that basically post grad, I was able to reach out to a lot of my like quote unquote network or fellow graduate dance majors that I met there,
Yeah.
and call on them to, dance in my piece, to submit work to the show. So even though the career may feel very saturated right now, I think opportunities like Riverdance Festival are a great way to like not prove, but like prove that there is opportunity and space for everyone out there. And Roxy's blessed with a great facility with lighting and an incredible floor and wings and like a lounge and
Wow.
everything you could possibly need for an event like this.
Yeah. And Lindsay, one of the things that I would also mention that I think is really powerful is that, you know, a lot of young choreographers don't have an opportunity to get good film of their work. And one of the things that we do is we create good content for the artists to be able to then share and utilize to attract presenters and really help to share and communicate their work out to the dance industry and beyond. And I think that like as a young, I always think back to when I first started Roxy Ballet, and we were really trying our best to um, just create work. And I remember after teaching a whole day of class, we would stay for another 4, 5, 6 hours just to make work, just to make work. And that was one of the ways that I, as a young choreographer and director, was able to really cut my teeth and learn about how to work with dancers, and also how to take what I had in my head and bring it out to the world. And so, what a great opportunity. So, can you tell us, and for those who are listening, by the way, thank you so much for being with us on Watch Wednesdays. We're super, super grateful that you're with us today, and hopefully you get to rewatch this. But what are some of the choreographers that we could expect this year?
Yeah. So I'll give an overview. So some of the names that come to mind will be Mosaic Dance Company. We have Allegory Dance Theater joining us, Extensions Dance Project. These are all groups that I've also interacted with in the past. And Dance New Jersey has been a great kind of meshing factor for all of us.
Yeah.
So in addition to that, you'll also see a lot of Roxey Ballet Company artists, such as Lashelle Dickinson is creating work. Kara Skaptison is creating work. Another thing that I really like is a lot of the times the dance world is kind of small, right? Especially when you're in New Jersey. And I think something that's really neat is there are some artists that are bringing work to the festival, but are also dancing in other people's work. So it's
Yeah.
a true circle. Like Opus, Opus the company works with Olivia, one of the Roxey Ballet Company dancers, and Olivia will also be dancing in Kara's piece.
Wow.
We will also see, I'm going to pull up the full roster. We will also see Matheny Medical Arts coming. They're going to be presenting a work, Soul Rhythm Dance. We have Jillian Alexander. We have AJ Dance. We have Bridget Ryan Dance Company, who is a returning company. So it's awesome to have them back. We also have worked with a lot of companies in the past at Riverdance Festival who are returning or who have joined us at other events like Viva Cultura back in May, like Lynn Needle and Lisa Botalico, who will also be performing at this event. So it is like a really big springboard, even though, say, maybe you danced here in the past. It's awesome to see you come back another year and perform new work, or maybe reinvent the work that you performed previously. And then it's just a springboard for the future. And it's a great way to meet people, network, and, who knows if someone you dance with in this event may be your choreographer next, or maybe dancing in your piece next. So all of these artists are really going to come together, I think, and create an awesome triple bill evening of, or afternoon and evening of work.
Wow. Yeah, no, that's amazing. I mean, I'm looking at the roster and I just can't imagine just lighting these pieces are, for Charlie Jarbo, who does the lighting for this particular production. I mean, there's over 30 dance companies over the course of 3 days. When are their performances?
We have August 16th let me start with August 15th on Friday at 7 p.m. So that's your evening show. And in the area, there's a lot of great places to go get dinner before. So you can go over to Triumph Brewery. You can go to Logan Inn. You can visit downtown New Hope or Peddlers Village before. So that's your 7 p.m. show on the 15th on Friday. Then on Saturday, we kind of have a full day of the festival. We have a 1 p.m. show and we have a 7 p.m. show. So this is a great opportunity to maybe come see the afternoon show, go grab some lunch, and then join us for the 7 p.m. show. Yeah. We also are offering the Riverdance Pass, which I think is a great opportunity for arts lovers and like fellow choreographers that are looking to kind of see some of the other groups and potential dancers that maybe they want to work with. That pass, you're seeing it right here. It's all 3 shows for $90, which is on a discount, which is great. And like it says, you can get a full taste of talent. So those are 3 shows. And it is going to be a packed 2 days.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I'm so pumped that we're doing this. I really am. So tell me, where is the performance actually going to be held, and how much are the tickets?
Yep. Tickets are going to be at the Mill Ballet School at our studio theater with our full set, full studio stage, everything. That is 46 North Sugan Road in New Hope.
Yeah.
And what was it? Oh, tickets are $37. So if
Right.
you want to buy all 3 shows, it's a great discount. You know, you're saving like 15, $20. So
Right.
yeah.
And are all three shows the same or are they different?
No, you will not see a single number repeated in any of the shows, which is something that I think is
Wow.
really valuable.
Yeah, that's
Another
amazing.
thing I want to touch on, I want to mention is so the Mill Ballet School, where the event is being held, is
Yeah.
hosting a choreographic workshop as part of their summer camps. And in this choreographic workshop, students can participate, and different choreographers are coming in to set work on them, which is really exciting. And then those pieces will be performed in the festival as well. So I
Right.
think there was about 4 or 5 pieces that are all going to be done by the Mill, which is great. Yeah, you can see this great collaboration we have with them here. So as much as it's a space for budding dancers like myself post-grad to show work, it's also a space for maybe dancers that are still in high school and are trying to figure out exactly what route and path they want to take to get experience in a professional setting with other professional dancers, which is
Right.
great for the Mill.
No, it's huge. It's part of what keeps dance alive and helps to bridge the gap between, young dancers and professional artists, and having them all share a program and come into the space and watch how professionals are working, and also coming into a completely different space where they know no one and they have no audience and be literally presenting work. It's
Right.
amazing. And I wonder, I mean, what's your feeling about what the audience gets? Tell me what
Mm.
you think. Like for me, curating this show and having you help me curate the show has been really, really amazing. Because I remember the day that we looked at all the different artists and we're going, oh my God, that's so different. This one's different. That one's different. But, when we did that, I was thinking not so much about, like Roxey Ballet. I was thinking more about the audience and what it is that the audience is going to get out of coming to see a show, which I think is probably the most interesting, whether they're dance lovers or if maybe they have one style of dance that they like more than another style, but they come and they get a chance to really broaden their view on dance, uh, and just really see a collection of different voices and artists
Yeah.
working, and also dancers, like a variety of different dancers coming from every walk of life, from every region, from every skill level, coming together to be on the same program over the course of 3 days. I think that's
Mhm.
really amazing that we can do
Yeah,
that out in the northwestern sector of Jersey and eastern
totally.
Pennsylvania. Yeah, like that we can do that is just amazing.
Yeah. I think that the way we've curated the shows is even the order of the shows is very dynamic. So you're going to see a solo followed by like an 8-minute group number with 12 people, followed by a duet using a prop, followed by a smaller
Right.
group with projection.
Yeah.
So the shows themselves are really dynamic, and we've programmed them in a way where you're kind of always on the edge of your seat, hoping, you're going to see something different next, which you will. We have everything from classical ballet variations to more of a contemporary to a jazz to maybe something that's a little bit more postmodern
Right.
to everything and more. There's a lot of storytelling involved in this show. There's a lot of thinking that's going to happen in this show. Like, I'll say after my piece, I hope you kind of walk away and let everything sit and be like, huh, what was that about? Like, was it about something? Was it purely like for me to sit and feel satisfied with the work? My piece uses projection. So there's a lot of like layered art in this show,
Right.
mosaic dance theater. We're going to get a little bit of everything. So the audience will walk away hopefully feeling fulfilled and satisfied with what they see. I think right now we have so much going on in the external world, but arts and dance and everything in general is a place for us to escape. And if you love dance or if this is your first time with it, like, why not immerse yourself fully?
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm just flicking through here, and the
Mm-hmm.
audience can kind of see some of the choreographers and voices that'll be on the program. So I wonder if you could just chat a little bit about each one of them.
Yeah. Yeah. So, for example, Catherine is going to be performing a solo. Catherine's another Roxey Ballet company member. And Catherine is also dancing in my piece, which is super awesome. I have a quartet. It's myself, Catherine, and then I have two other dancers, Alina and Kamari. They are incredible. Catherine is creating a solo. So a lot of the work you'll see is brand new. And created for this event, like Catherine's solo. And a lot of the work we have is like restaged pieces. I believe Lisa Boltalico, if you pull hers up, she is doing like a classic piece that she always does, Idea y Vuelta. Opus, this is a work that they've done before, but like I said, you're going to see some fun dances with props. This one involves a bed and a bed sheet. And this is the company I mentioned as well that uses, or that Olivia, one of the other Roxey Ballet company dancers, is involved in that.
Wow, that looks like a great
Extension
piece.
yeah. Extension Dance Project, we've been lucky enough to like see them a lot in the New Jersey dance scene, and I'm really glad that they're going to be joining us. Someone I've worked with, Josie, actually, I'll give her a shout out. She's part of that company, and I'm excited to be dancing with her and be in the same space as her. We have Palooka Projects. I believe this piece has been done before. This is an image of the piece.
Wow.
More props.
Oh,
I
look
love
at
this.
this one.
So Soul Rhythm is a mother and daughter duo, and they talk about, the way that dance is a very like physical thing, and sometimes it's passed down. So I think it's really interesting here when you have a mother and daughter, like our natural instinct is passed down from the next generation. So the daughter hopefully is definitely going to be embodying the mother. That's what I can imagine. Here
Right.
we have a great duet happening. We have a lot of duets in the show, which for me, like one of the harder things to choreograph is a duet.
Yeah, for sure.
So props to them. We have Jillian Alexander joining us. Tunnel Vision. I love the graphic they provided us.
Yeah, that looks really interesting. I remember that piece.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Yeah.
here we have one of the bigger groups. So like I mentioned, you're going to have duets, you're going to have solos, and then you're going to have really big group pieces. Julianne Serrata, here she is. This looks stunning. Beautiful shape from them.
Yeah.
Kayla E. Fainer and Company. This one is a really nice, is another really big group piece. So these are all the spotlights. You won't see all of these in one show, like I said, but if you do want to see all of them, you should come and see all three shows and buy the Riverdance Pass. Allegory Dance Theater.
How much is the Riverdance Pass again?
$90. So you can see all three
Okay.
shows. There I am. Yeah, my group is called Load.
Yeah,
And
let's talk about your piece. Tell us a
yeah.
little bit about what inspired you to create it and what your piece is about.
Mm-hmm. So I'm really passionate about media and the layering of arts and photography. So the way I started this piece is actually taking a roll of film images of dancers in the studio. So we had a studio like photo shoot, and I like using film because I don't think you have a little bit more like excitement when you get the film developed and you kind of see what you ended up with. It's not like your iPhone or a camera where you can flip around the phone immediately and see what image you got.
Right.
So I took 36 images on one roll of film and 6 on the other. I'll explain why that number is important in a little bit. But I took these images and then I actually made a video score that is going to play in the back of my piece. And the choreography is derived from the film images. So that image that you see there is a still moment that we hit in dance, like a piece of choreography. And then as the dancers do that, you will see them exactly lined up. The same 4 dancers that are in the piece are the same 4 dancers that are on the screen. So you'll see them line up with that same image and a lot of others throughout the piece. I play around a lot with the idea of ephemerality and how a still image is something that, happened once and will never be recreated in that way. But every time we perform the dance in front of those images, it will be different.
Right.
So like what was, what we created in that moment in the image versus what we created from it, what is now. So it's a little bit heady and philosophical, but that's kind of what I want the audience to encourage, or I want to encourage the audience to think about that after. So yeah, the number 36 and 5 is important because I've made a piece like this similarly in the past, and this is kind of part 2 and what I would love to see as an evening length show. So my part 1 was called Effigies and 36. The word effigy is like a recreation of something.
Right.
I took 36 images. So it's a recreation of those 36 images. And in this shoot, I took 41. So this piece is going to be called Effigies and 41. So yeah, that's a little bit about like the title and why those numbers are important to me.
That
Perhaps
is
like
so
one will
so
be,
cool.
yeah, effigies in one, and maybe it'll be one image held up the whole time, and it'll be a solo or something like that. But it's a lot of um, there's a lot of thought put into all of this for me, which is sometimes it's very hard to choreograph. I'm sure you know. Like sometimes it's just hard to choreograph if you feel stuck or you don't really know what. But giving myself the images and the parameters really helped me create something that's concrete.
So I really want to ask you a question
Mhm.
about number one, being a female choreographer, female
Mhm.
identifying choreographer, and um, the opportunities that obviously have always lacked and continue to lack in our industry. And I
Mhm.
wonder if you could just talk a little bit about, because I look at the program and I see that there's so many women making work on this
Mhm.
program, which fills me up, makes me so happy that we can offer that opportunity to our dance community. But I wonder if you could just chat a little bit about what that means to you and how that impacts you.
Yeah, absolutely. I also saw that, which is amazing. I think that what makes me want to choreograph is expressing myself, right? And a lot of the times, I feel like women, and I'll speak for myself, like I can be very expressive and I'm very confident and I have a lot of sentiments. I'm like a sentimental person. So for me, dance is a way to express myself and ideas. Sometimes it's not always exactly what I'm feeling. Like this piece isn't really about a feeling. Maybe it'll emulate a feeling. But for myself, creating a space where I'm invited to express myself and express myself through movement, especially, I think that maybe is a common through factor for a lot of us and why a lot of people find and women find joy in dance is a way to express ourselves. And yeah, it's one thing to get into a studio and move around and improv, and that's like a form of expression. But the fact that we're given a space to highlight our work is the cherry on top.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's just, and really for us, for us to be able to see all these amazing works coming out of the dance community. And I mean, that impacts us tremendously because it gives us a chance to see people's work. It helps to educate our audiences
Mm-hmm.
in the region. And I think
Yeah.
it's just really an amazing uh, festival. And I just want to thank you for being so dedicated to it and helping
Yeah.
Roxey Ballet to put it together. And, to really thank you for being so amazing with getting the great word out of what the work that we do here, along with Caitlin, who's sitting right next to me. And I just want to thank you for being on Watch Wednesdays. And
Mhm.
I want the audience to know that we're going to be coming back every Wednesday to do the same thing and talk about
Yeah.
our programs and what we have coming up. So don't forget to tune in and thank you for being with us. And until next time, we'll see you at the River
Mhm.
Dance Festival on August 15th and 16th. 3 shows. Get your tickets now. Don't forget to get the dance pass. Or just come to the show that you want to see. We're excited about it, and let's keep dance alive and keep arts in our communities and keep arts around for our children, which helps our children to see the world. And we certainly are going to continue to make the world a better place by bringing quality art and voices to the community. Okay? So thank you so
Absolutely.
much.
Thank you
And
guys.
I'll
Great to
see you
chat.
later. Goodbye. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye, guys.